sessions with Heather, laughing with friends, we were always together. Oh, those college days, memories I'll always cherish. Heather's guidance, always there, friends by my side, without a care. Oh, those college days, memories I'll always cherish. From lectures to parties, we had it all. Heather and friends, standing tall. Oh, those college days, memories I'll always cherish. Heather's wisdom like a guiding light, friends forever through the day and night. Oh, those college days, memories I'll always cherish. Oh, those college days, memories I'll always cherish. Oh, those college days, memories I'll always cherish. Heather's wisdom like a guiding light.
For a while, podcast was called Podcast Talks, but I've changed it to CalDogs Podcasts. So today's podcast is all about what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about college and times that whenever I started with college and what I'm at now. So whenever I was younger, after school, I decided to go to college, and I studied in college. I done an NC STEP course, and NC STEP had numeracy, like maths, English, like core studies, and then you also done different things, like drama, fundraising, and there was other stuff like radio, DJing, art, stuff like that to do with what you would do in college. I also done painting and decorating, part of one of my classes that I done. It was all part of this big thing on the NC STEP course. We also went 2 residential trips. One of the trips was off to a nun's house, near Largs, near the nice bit in, like, it was Gurukey area, like Largs, near about there. And then the second residential was off to Aviemore, and I stayed in the Hilton Hotel in Aviemore, and oh my god, it was amazing. Amazing. So once we finished that course, it was a big presentation, end of the year thing, and we went to the Glenhill Hotel to celebrate, and my granda was there and my mum was there, and then I won an award for fundraising. Now, the college it was back then, it was Reed Care College in Paisley. Now it is West College Scotland, Paisley. But anyway, that's another story. So once I'd finished college, I'd had enough, and I'd went off and done something else with myself. I think I worked in a cafe, and then I worked with the YMCA. But we can get into that later on. If you want, I can do another podcast on like voluntary work. But later on in the years, I decided to go back to college, and that's what currently I'm doing just now at college, doing part-time college, not full-time. But before I left college for good, before I decided to come back, I done the hairdressing course, and that was an NC. But of course I couldn't last long in that course because it was hard work. You had to stand all day and it was a full day of work. So I kind of gave it up, and I said to the woman that was doing that course, I says, I'm sorry, but I can't do this. I've got sore legs, I've got a trapped nerve in my back. I can talk about that in another episode. I've got sciatica in my leg, and I've got cramp that I get in my foot. So I couldn't stand for too long, so I decided to give it up. Then I left, obviously, and that was that until I decided to go back years on later. So I'm currently at college doing it's like not an NC, but it's choices, and it's drama I'm doing, and I've done it for the last 3 years, and I can keep doing it if I want. You get an award at the end, like a certificate, but you don't get like qualifications for it. So it's good for me because I do the sound for the drama now, and the current show that we're doing is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I'm not playing in it, fortunately, because I said I didn't want it. My part for it, I was meant to be doing Grandpa Joe, and I turned down the part and I said, give it to someone else because I'm doing the sound and tech for you, and I'd rather do that instead of acting in the show. So that's what I've done. Currently working in college, doing part-time college, and I enjoy it. 1 day a week, morning, so it's 9:30 till 12 p.m, and then I get to go home and relax. It's a Thursday I do. I look forward to it every week. I enjoy it. And it's probably one of the best decisions I made to go back to college and do that. But basically that's it. Basically that's what I do with my life. I do that. I also do voluntary work. Again, I can talk about that in another episode. Because obviously with this podcast, it's back, and it was Podcast Talks. That's not happening anymore. It's now CalDog's podcast, and you can find me on YouTube at CalDog's podcast, and also on TikTok at CalDog's podcast. But basically that's it. Anyway, the first song you would have heard is something to do with college, because it's AI generated. The next song I'm going to play, and I usually just play another song throughout this. The next song I'm going to play is what will I sing? What will I play? Oh, I don't know. These Are the Days I Remember. Yeah, I'm going to put that on. So if you're listening to this on TikTok, it's only this that you hear, the voice. There's no sound on it like music. But if you're watching it on YouTube, you'll hear the music instead, because on TikTok it doesn't allow you, it can get copyright for it. But on YouTube you can get it through properly. So if you're enjoying this, these podcasts that you're hearing, please come on, like it. It helps every single bit. Also on YouTube you can subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also because it's free. If you click the bell right next to the subscribe button, you'll be notified every time I upload, and then it's as easy as that. Give me a follow on TikTok, and I'll see you in the next video. Here it comes now, The Days I Remember. See you later. See you next week. Bye-bye.
These are the days I will remember. These are the faces I need most. Everything changes, but I'll keep forever. These days I will remember. These days I will remember. Still got that trophy that says second place. Still got that breakup letter from my old flame. And I know it's been too long to recall it right, but you don't forget the goodbyes, and you don't forget the good times. Still got that scar from my one and only fight. Still remember when your father left and we drove all night. And I know it's been too long to recall it right, but you don't forget the goodbyes, and you don't forget the good times. No, you don't forget the goodbyes, and you don't forget the good times. These are the days I will remember. These are the faces I need most. Everything changes, but I'll keep forever. These days I will remember. These days I will remember. Still got that blanket from when you were born. That night love hit me like a heavy storm. And I know it's been too long to recall it right, but you don't forget the goodbyes, and you don't forget the good times. No, you don't forget the goodbyes, and you don't forget the good times. These are the days I will remember. These are the faces I need most. Everything changes, but I'll keep forever. These days I will remember. These days I will remember. These are the days I will remember. These are the faces I want close. If everything changes and we're not together, these days I will remember. These days I will remember. These days I will remember. Sometimes you know it's time to go, but you just wanna hold on. Hold on. Sometimes you know it's time to go, but you just wanna hold on. Hold on.